Making a website has honestly never been easier these days. With tons of options and resources, the tools are there to say the least. But choosing the correct tools is absolutely essential to having a successful website. And with so many options of website builders, it's kind of hard to know which are actually worth exploring for your brand or business. So we put together a list of the top 5 website builders in 2024, broken down by category rather than just kind of a list, because ultimately we all have different needs. Maybe one person is focused on booking clients for their photography business, while another is trying to host an e-commerce store. Some are trying to save money, and some are complete beginners with absolutely no coding background. Whatever your reason is, these 5 website builder options tailor to certain things that you might be looking for. And of course, each will have their strengths and each will have their weaknesses. But welcome to this crazy thing called life, where just about nothing is 100% perfect. So all in all, these 5 categories, and they're not in any particular order, just kind of wanted to mention that, are the most affordable, the best for e-commerce, easiest to use, best for serious users, and best all around if I had to choose one that kind of encompasses a lot of aspects. Like, hey, Sam, what should I use? Kind of that all-encompassing option, and this will be my default answer. But if you already know which one you'd like to use and you're kind of ready to take that leap for your business or brand, feel free to use one of our links below as a way to kind of support the channel. So starting us off, just kind of the best all around, where if a stranger came up to me and said, hey Sam, what should I start using? My initial reaction would be Squarespace. I really just like the ease of use and just kind of getting off the ground for most use cases, I guess, for people looking for a website builder. It kind of has become that go-to for a lot of individuals and businesses for its beginner-friendly drag and drop page builder. Kind of a no coding needed sign plastered on it, which makes it a really accessible option for majority of people. Now, templates are another one of those really large pros for Squarespace. I find them a little better put together than some other web builder options. And when you go to sign up for one, it'll ask you a few questions in the beginning of kind of the business or use case that you need for the site, and then they'll tailor the suggestions to you actually. But just kind of scrolling through here, you get a lot of variety from like different fonts, textures, colors, to kind of different cases you need it for, like, you know, product photography, design, portrait photography, coaching, selling products like makeup, and more. And then within one of these templates, you have plenty of options like adding sections, whether it's testimonials, products, donations, videos, more. Edit text, edit images, drag and drop images, edit contact information, color customization, kind of all of it within here. The templates and builder itself are very convenient and easy to use, I guess is what I should say. And it may not have like a ton of integrations and plugins like other builders do, but it has a lot of options already kind of baked in, like scheduling, blogging abilities, like SEO optimization and all that. So kind of all in all, Squarespace is a really solid bet for easy to use, accessible to most people, and still has some really powerful options within it. So with Squarespace, it's really kind of direct competitor, and honestly a close second for me is Wix. And I'm putting Wix up there with Squarespace as the most easy to use category. Same as Squarespace these days, it's a drag and drop editor that includes kind of a lot of checklists for setting up your site and optimizing it. If you look here, templates are similar, where there's kind of plenty of options for what you and your business is doing, you know, blogs, stores, photography, kind of all of that. In the editor, you get all the tools from like adding selections, elements like buttons, anchors, payment socials, and more. Again, it is a drag and drop kind of text, colors, images, you kind of just slide it on over. Now, I think the really nice thing is it's incredibly user-friendly. Even if it was kind of your first time in the builder itself, it seems like it really wouldn't take long for like an absolute beginner to kind of get a feel of the editing and the customizing. Their checklists, like I said, are super helpful, from things like an SEO wizard checklist for kind of optimizing titles and keywords. I think the other large pro that Wix has going for them is their offering of a completely free plan, meaning you can build the template out and site out to kind of like a fully functioning piece of work for free, and then you can start your plan. Of course, you'll have that, you know, lovely Wix branding until you kind of upgrade, but at least you can spend the initial hours setting up at kind of no charge. All in all, it's a really solid option and incredibly user-friendly. On to web builder number 3, an option that is likely the best option for people selling online products or services and just kind of overall e-commerce. It's no shocker that Shopify would likely be the one chosen for this. Just kind of looking at these templates and themes, it also has kind of like some great filtering to the left that really kind of tailors to what you're trying to sell between catalog size and some features that you want to prioritize, like event calendars, or store locators. It does have a lot of similar options kind of with the other web builders, but on the back end, you can do inventory tracking, you can integrate with like drop shipping or other apps, manage inventory, or just kind of go no inventory at all and do a print to order type thing, drop shipping, easy payments, easy UI, and kind of SEO tools as well. And it's really used by some giants out there too, like Anchor, for example, uses them and has kind of a really solid setup on their site for tech and power banks and all of that. Overall, it's likely the best option for e-commerce out there. Now on to option number 4. Again, these are in no particular order. This would likely be a combination of WordPress and Hostinger. And I put this one as the most affordable because, it has, AI tools to kind of help build your site, but Hostinger coming in with plans as little as $2.99 kind of per month, including WordPress hosting with a free domain, 24/7 support, and free web migration. You just can't beat it. And when you're kind of setting it up, you have the CMS, you have the hosting with Hostinger, but you also have the builder like Elementor within it that could be a solid option too. And with this kind of combination, you can really customize whatever you like in WordPress, from kind of different roles in an organization to link redirects, solid SEO tools, and overall you can really make a larger website and not as many restrictions as some other builders out there. Now on to the last one, and this is an option that actually a lot of people may not even know about, which is the best for customization and more serious users, is Webflow. And Webflow is the option for people who want, the super visual animations kind of when you're scrolling down a site, and kind of a lot of the more heavier backend that you can customize. And this is just kind of an example of that. It's an Apple website using Webflow that someone made as a project, but you can kind of scroll through this. Lots of visualizations, kind of some different movements here, really like heavily animated as you scroll down, and this is kind of what you can do in Webflow. Essentially, it's just free range of customization and less restrictions. Someone not looking for something like Squarespace or Wix and a really easy kind of like start template build, but someone looking kind of for the ultimate ownership of a site to make some awesome visuals and kind of full customization range. Now I'll repeat it again, we do have links below included if you want to get started, and really, like I said, web builders are tailored towards what a business or individual is trying to accomplish and kind of their needs. All these options are solid for their defined categories. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it super informational. I will see you in the next one.